fishing video. We are live streaming today after last night. We're gonna come to a different spot here. This spot produces a lot in the morning. The other spot produces more at night, from my personal understanding. I have caught some good fish there in the morning, but not nearly as good as out here in the morning. That's kind of what we're doing. Mullet jumping everywhere. Over there's the flats. Got a bunch of rods over there. That's kind of what we're doing today. Kind of fishing. Figured we fished today, do a live stream. And then yesterday we fished and did a live stream. So yeah, it was pretty fun. We're out here quite early. It's like 7:30ish. We got out here like like almost 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock almost. And that's why we got out here so early. But yeah. Had to grab a shrimp for my rod. Sorry about that, guys. Well, it took a couple seconds, but yeah. Gotta grab a shrimp for my rod. Apparently, the fish want to take my rod constantly, take my bait constantly out here today, which is not fun. Yeah, I would say you're fishing pretty much the same thing we're fishing for is last night, redfish, black drum. Out here has a lot more black drum, and so we probably will catch some sort of drum today. We have live pinfish out on some of the stuff, frozen shrimp, and then just a bunch of different lures, spoons and bins and stuff. So that's kind of what we're using today. Hopefully we can catch something. The live pinfish is this pole right there. Got some mullet jumping everywhere behind. Well, I'm gonna cast this one back out. See what happens. I definitely casted my shrimp off. Did I? Maybe. May have casted my shrimp off, guys. I didn't. Weird. Must have been a mullet jumping at the exact same time. Well, Freer was joining right here fishing in the flats first time. Redfish and black drum. Catch a lot out here, so probably hook up here pretty soon just because, well, perfect time here for the, not too hot, it's not too cold, it's not too windy. What's up? Nice to see you in the chat. Mullet everywhere jumping, which is a good sign. Well, yeah, so we're just fishing. Probably gonna reset my live bait one because I just don't like where it's set right now. Wow. So, this is why you check your live bait. Look at that.
You get chomped?
This live bait got chomped completely. That's kind of creepy though. Look at that. He's breathing still, but his other half of his body is gone. So yeah, that's kind of weird, not gonna lie. But not the weirdest thing with fishing. So, we're gonna cast this back out. Hopefully we can catch whatever that fish was that just annihilated the 4-pin fish here. A lot of mullet jumping everywhere. which mullet are the bait fish that are typically out here. Mullet and pinfish are pretty much what people use for bait out in this body of water. It's just the best bait. Mullet, pinfish, croaker, top 3 bait out here in my personal opinion. They work. There's mullet everywhere right now. But yeah, it's kind of what works out here. Sometimes artificial like spoons, NLBNs, and DOAs, that type of stuff work pretty well. I haven't tried it yet today just because the set rig is kind of what I want to focus on today, kind of. Just because, well, typically bigger baits, bigger fish. It's just kind of how it works. If you guys have any fishing questions of what gear I'm using, or just let me know. Or get away so you guys can see the camera slightly better. But yeah, that's kind of what we're fishing for today. Hey, what's up? Nice to see you, Philip. But yeah, we're just out here fishing today. Rainbow trout, yeah. Rainbow trout, I have PTSD from rainbow trout. I went up to Tennessee. You guys did not see this video because I couldn't post it. For spring break, I went up and I didn't catch a single rainbow trout. I was out there for a week. It was wild. I spent like probably close to like 48 hours fishing and I did not catch a single rainbow trout. Not even rainbow trout, I didn't catch a fish. And I tried everything, dude. Unfortunately. Well, if you guys watched past live streams, we've turned that luck around here in Florida. We turned it way back around. We got big redfish after big redfish after big redfish recently. Well, thank you, River Rat admin team. We got it. Heart that, there we are. But yeah, we're just out here fishing today. Hopefully, we can catch something. That'd be nice. Well, if you guys have any fishing questions, put them down in the comments. I'll answer them while we're waiting for fish to bite, which kind of want to check my baits, not constantly, but I want to check them enough that I know that I'm not, you know. Are you blocked? Don't know. But yeah, so that's kind of what we're doing today. It's fishing. Something took the shrimp and I have a hypothesis that this was a catfish. I'll take a look. I'll see it anywhere, dude.
Oh my gosh, I chewed it.
Nasty. Well, I'm pretty sure it's catfish because it twisted it up pretty good. I'm like, this is a steel rig for bigger fish. And it looks like a catfish twisted it up. Weird. Yeah, I just don't see your comment anywhere. It's weird. This right here is the hook we're using. I don't know the exact size. It's probably like 2 or 3 on it, something like that. I'm not 100% positive. But yeah, I'm gonna go grab a shrimp real quick and then I'll be right back. I am back, guys. My bad. Yeah, you're not wrong, but fishing is slightly more ethical. It's also just more fun, honestly. You get to fight the fish on the rod instead of just, you know, Bow fishing is kind of like that too, but bow fishing is more fun because you have to, like, you know, actually aim properly. You can't just say, and just, you know. Well, that's kind of counterintuitive, kind of. In this body of water, you don't eat anything from here. Like, it is nasty. Good fishing, but it is nasty. It has cleaned up a little bit over the years. It went terrible, and then it got better and better. Just depends, honestly. But yeah. If I can't read your comments all the way, I'm so sorry, because it is so sunny out right now that I can barely see my own reflection in my phone. So if I cannot see your comment, I apologize. I'm gonna reel this in. This had the croaker, or the pinfish, that was bit in half on it. Oh yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna switch out my bait. It's because my bait is no longer live anymore. If you guys can see that, I cannot see the camera at all. I'm so sorry. I can't see anybody's comments. I just cannot see the camera. But yeah, so it ate the fish in half basically, and it's dead. So it is no longer, you know, no longer a live bait. So we're going to put this in the bait cooler, and then we're gonna grab a live one just because it's easier. I'm gonna go grab a live one. I'll be right back, guys. Might as well put this in the rock holder for the time being. We have a pinfish that's slightly bigger, more alive. Any fish? We have not got any fish so far. We just got out here like 20 minutes ago, something like that. So we're using live pinfish on most of the rods, and then shrimp on other. I think some people are using like spoons or something. I'm not 100% sure, but hopefully we can. Well, so how you hook a live pinfish in this, so if the current is super bad, typically I hook them through the tail, but if it's not terrible, then I typically hook them through the mouth. And pinfish are called pinfish for a reason. They have this huge pin on top of their, so you can see it, it's like really sharp. That's why they call them pinfish, if anybody was wondering. So you hook them right here. Under and right through the nostril. And that keeps them lively. Also make sure you don't go through the brain and kill them. So that's how you hook a live pinfish. If you guys have any more questions about live pinfish, let me know. I think this one may have a fish on it. It got really tight real quick. Let's see. Something was definitely playing at it. It's because I have quite a bit of line on this, and the line was out. The drag is pretty silent on this thing, so unfortunately sometimes you can't hear it. Yeah, something took it. Like I said, I'm assuming it's a catfish because it keeps twirling, and really messing up my bait. Yeah, it's really messing up the leaders and stuff. There. Oh, I'm gonna go grab a shrimp for this. Well, I am back. Got shrimp. Well, putting the shrimp right here. Boom. Bless you. Boom. There's quite a bit of mullet out here today. Like I said before. Hard to track the bait when you cast it. Make sure you don't cast it off. Gotta get a drink of water, guys. It's kind of hard talking to a camera. Thank you, I appreciate it. Man, I wish I could catch some fish right about now. It's not terrible because out here is more quality than quantity. That's most of the spots I fish are more quality over quantity anyway. But pretty much quality over quantity is kind of what I try to go for, unless I'm just trying to make a nice quick video. Then I go out to a spot with a bunch of croakers and trout and just say what the heck and film. That's kind of the game plan when I'm fishing. I'm trying to get a video. I just try to do as much as humanly possible to get that video, which trying to keep up with a very tight upload schedule is hard. Not to mention editing properly, and don't even get me started on editing. It takes a long time for no reason. Casted that back out. Check my pinfish, make sure nothing's happened to it. Whoa. Good morning from Australia. Yeah, man, that's one of the places I want to go to catch a barramundi, Australia. How big are the fish over there? I've never seen any, like, Australian fishing YouTubers, really. resetting this because I kicked it when I was trying to go set up my other pole. Did not help my cause at all, let's just say that. Yeah, I do need to go. I want to do like a world tour one day, just to like fish all the bodies of water. Australia is definitely one of the top ones. Bucket list, Barramundi, and then a bunch of stuff. What am I fishing for? So currently I'm fishing for redfish and black drum currently. If you ask anybody of my family, you say we're fishing for anything that bites. But I'm fishing for, you know, what's up, Lincoln? Nice to see you in the chat. But yeah, it's just fishing for anything that bites, pretty much. This is the rig we're using. It's a sliding Carolina rig. It slides, and then we have a steel leader down here, which is just pretty good for out here. It's not too expensive, but it definitely gets the job done, and it doesn't break off nearly as easy as this monofilament. It also depends what pound monofilament you're using. Typically here in Florida, we fish very rocky terrain, so we typically fish monofilament, not braid. Braid loves to cut on rocks super easily. Not to mention braid is just so expensive for no reason. 95% of the time, it's like so expensive. Barra is Hughes and Darwin Osh.
Reliner, just high on a weight.
Yeah, fish. That's what I love. When you catch a fish so big, you gotta get like one of those big pans out to even cook it. We caught a big black drum like probably a year and a half ago that we had to do that. But yeah, it's definitely a bucket list trip. Australia. What size rod and reels do you use for the stuff in Australia? I'm assuming you're probably like 4,000, 5,000 size rod and reels. Just because, you know, you don't want it to be absolutely humongous, but you also want to get the fish in quick. Moon's still in the sky. It's kind of weird. It's like 8 o'clock and the moon's still in the sky. Mullet everywhere pretty much. Darwin is the way to go. I need to look that up. There's probably got to be some fishing YouTuber from Darwin. Yeah, we have Space Coast over here. It's probably the best place to fish in all of Florida. Either this or the Panhandle. Literally where they launch the rockets is like right over there. I can see where they launch the rockets from where I'm fishing. Yeah, it's called the VAB or something, right? VAB?
What?
It's called the VAB.
Yeah,
Vehicle Assembly Building. And the launching area is over there. It's kind of what we have over here in Florida. It's slightly different. The fishery in Florida is unlike anything any other place. You catch like exotic fish, Mayan cichlids, peacock bass, like some good quality game fish too. Even inshore, you can catch like cobia and like kingfish and stuff. But yeah, don't know what we're going for. Want my pinfish to get a hit. There's some huge fish out here. But unfortunately, there's also some huge catfish out here. Yeah, unfortunately, it's like that here in Florida too. Some days you just have it, some days you don't. Yeah, it just depends, honestly, on the tide and everything. Also depends where you're fishing. Typically, I like to fish spots that I know I can actually catch fish in. Which this is one of those spots. That's why I'm hesitant to try new spots most of the time, just because I don't know if I'm going to be able to make a video. It's typically why I live stream in the morning, or if I'm trying to make a video, just because, you know, I've been live streaming for like 24 minutes, talking with you guys, showing you guys what I'm doing, but I can't really do that with a long form video, because a long form video is going to be like an hour and a half long, and my viewers don't have the audience retention for that, unfortunately. But yeah, I have, if you guys wonder what I'm using to film, so this is a GoPro 12. GoPro 12 over there. Saw 8 somewhere. Yeah, you don't fish enough. Yeah, I feel like I don't even fish enough, and I fish like 2 times a week, at least. I probably fish more than I pay attention to schoolwork, honestly, and that's not very smart, but you know what? It's worth it at the end of the day. But yeah, it's always interesting when you're fishing, especially in like areas like this, is you never know what you're gonna catch. You can have like an idea of what you're gonna catch. Like I'll say you come out here yesterday and you catch trout, redfish, and black drum. Come out here the next day, you can catch catfish and croakers all day. It's like not fun. Not sure if people have catfish over in Australia. We have big sail cats over in saltwater here. Saltwater catfish, we have sail cat and hardhead catfish. In freshwater, we have blue, flathead, bull, I think channel catfish, and that's it, pretty much. Yeah, 4-wheel drive vehicles are the best, dude. You can like go out and go wherever. Jeeps and stuff are awesome. And just catfish are so weird. Saltwater catfish are considered trash fish when I'm at, and then catfish, like freshwater catfish, are considered delicacy, which I don't like catching any catfish, to be honest with you. They're fun to big ones, yeah, but if you're dealing with tiny ones, I just don't like catching them. They're just irritating at this point. Yeah, they're just one of those, like, you basically have to rebait your pole every 30 seconds, and then, yeah, it's not fun. Yeah, this reel that I'm using is the Daiwa Revolvos. Yeah, the catfish actually taste pretty good. It's just, I love eating fish. It's just, some of them have a little bit of a muddy taste, and I'm saltwater. I eat literally everything saltwater, so muddy taste is a little weird for a saltwater guy. Don't get me wrong, I'll eat it. It's pretty good 95% of the time, but sometimes it has a little bit of, muddiness to it. So I prefer eating. If I could pick like any fish, I love pompano. I love speckled trout. I love redfish and black drum. Those are my favorite fish. Flathead is nice. I've never eaten a flathead. I've caught them. I've never eaten them though. They're just, all the ones that I've caught have either been way too big to keep or way too small to keep. I don't even remember. Yeah, whiting is good. We catch a lot of whiting around where I'm at. We have Gulf kingfish, southern kingfish, northern kingfish, and Atlantic kingfish, which they're all species of whiting, but they're just, some of them are better than others. In my opinion, the Gulf kingfish is the best tasting, but the bigger ones are the North kingfish and the South kingfish, or the southern kingfish, my bad. Northern and southern kingfish are the best for size. Scared the bejesus out of a fish, well. I just cast it and my rod went whoop, and I'm like, what? And I just scared like a school mold or something. That's interesting. It's one of my favorite things is not like knocking a fish on top of the head with a lure or something. It's quite the experience. I love when you're fishing with live bait and stuff. Yeah, barramundi doesn't really have a taste. We don't really have any fish like that here in Florida. Everything has like a vibrant like taste to it. It's pretty much what they eat, honestly. I've had some pompano that eat like shrimp and stuff, and Those are some good pompano. Oh, we got a bite, guys. Got a bite. Finally a fish. I swear if this is a catfish. Something took it. Got him, guys. We're on. Fish on. No, it's a fish. Fish on, guys. I see it. I don't think it's a puffer fish. Unfortunately, I think it's a puffer fish. It's puffer fish. Is it?
Puffer?
Yeah.
Oh
Dang it.
no, Puff Daddy. Puffer.
This. Yeah, happy fishing. Caught a puffer fish. That is one of the worst things you can catch out here, a puffer fish. Some of the puffer fish are poisonous. This one is not. Or venom. I think it's venomous if it, yeah, it's venomous if it injects. Gotta unhook him away from the rocks just because I don't want to injure little Timmy here. I don't got to really worry about anything except him. There. Yeah, bud. Well, caught our first fish today. Puffer fish. Not the best first catch I've ever had of the day, but yeah. You ate blowfish in Japan? Yeah. I've never eaten them. I've heard some of them, especially the ones we have down here, have like venom in them, and this is not the smartest decision eating them. That's called a leopard puffer, I believe. We have like stargazer pufferfish, leopard pufferfish, and I think there's just two types of stargazers. I believe it's like, I don't know, shocking kind and the like poison kind. Or we have this normal porcupine puffers too, but we have quite a different variety of pufferfish here in Florida. Some of them will very injure you. Alright. Yeah, we have a lot of dangerous fish in Florida, unfortunately. In my opinion, the most dangerous fish in Florida is got to be the catfish, or the mother-in-law fish, or toadfish or something. That's when so many people step on catfish and they're like, nah, it's fine. And then they have it from like terrible body of water and they like have to chop their foot off or something. But if I ever get stinged, I'm like, nope, I'm going to the hospital immediately. Yeah, Japan, they cooked it. Yeah, at least it wasn't poisonous. That's good. It's the best part. I'm just happy I caught a fish. It only took 35 minutes. Last night it took like a couple hours. As soon as my phone died from the live stream last night, we started catching fish like crazy. Nothing big or anything, but started getting some pretty good hits and that type of stuff. Actually pretty fun. There's a puffer fish right there. I'm staring at one. It's kind of funny. There's one in the water right there.
That's funny.
It's not the same one because I already sat over there. It's just a random puffer fish cruising. Yeah.
It's not the one you caught.
That's weird. It's quite interesting, not gonna lie. I'm gonna reel in my pinfish and see what happens with him. Wonder if he got chomped already. Possibility. The rod and reel I'm using on this one is a Daiwa FT surf rod with a Penn Battle 3 DX 5000 size. It's one of my go-to combos when I'm fishing. Finfish hasn't gotten chomped at all, but it's just Pinfish are finicky, unfortunately. We got them back out there. If I had a personal preference of like mullet, pinfish, or croaker, it's like mullet first, pinfish close second for bait, and then probably croaker is third, because sometimes you get stuff in croaker, sometimes you don't, honestly. It just depends. This is the pufferfish right there, just chilling. Yeah, the pufferfish that I got has PTSD, so that is definitely not that. Oh man, I'm gonna take a sit down. I'll just reset everything. Yeah, so I have quite a few rods out. We have 7 rods out. I personally have 2 out. Pretty much everybody has 2 rods except one person. Pretty helpful though, that's for sure. But the water quality is not terrible today. It's actually pretty clear, all things considered. It's very low.
Quicksand walking out there.
You're like, kid, they got stuck too long ago.
I think I know who that was now. But yeah, so my right here is definitely pretty considerate of like sand flats and stuff. Is if you step in the wrong place, you're getting quicksand, unfortunately. Quicksand is a very unfortunate area. I'm gonna see if I can catch that pufferfish right there. Yeah, there's quicksand out here. It's pretty bad sometimes, unfortunately. Somebody got stuck out here a couple months ago. They got stuck inside of like one of the sand things. Their croc got like stuck or something. I forgot the exact like reason for it, but they got stuck, and that is not the most fun. I think I'm staring at a school of pufferfish right now. Yeah, there's like 6 pufferfish right in front of me. That is wild. Well, my bait is gone. If you guys have any questions about the gear I'm using or what I'm fishing for, just put it in the comments. I'll answer your question. Sometimes I can barely see, honestly. It's because it's so, bright out. Cast this back out. Weird. Perfect. Well, I'm gonna end the live stream. See you guys in the next episode of River Rat Life. Hope you guys enjoyed.